This is the future.
Warframe is all about modding for the right element combination so that you can easily kill specific factions in the game. Well, close enough. Digital Extremes might think that by doing this, they will somehow create diversity in modding. But they were wrong. In the past, we have seen that this didn't turn out well since 1 or 2 meta builds only exist in the game. There was the slash meta, and this still exists to this day along with the viral status. It's all about slash and viral right now, or you can go with viral and electric, or even viral with heat. But there was an infamous element combination that Digital Extremes were very scared of, that they decided to nerf it multiple times. I'm talking about gas damage. Who remembered that time wherein Zenistar Disc was meta, that you can throw it and sit in one place with your invisibility Warframe, and just witness enemies get obliterated by those gas clouds while stealth damage multiplier is taking effect and gas damage is increasing every second until everything dies. It got to the point wherein it's so broken that you can just sit in one corner in an endless endurance run and just watch the gas Zenistar with stealth damage multiplier do its thing. And mind you, back in the days, armored enemies are so thick that normal builds can't penetrate. You need something to strip their armor or something like slash to bypass it, and gas was also one of those who can bypass not only armor, but also shields. Those were the glory days of gas, until Digital Extremes decided to nerf it. But still, there are remnants of the overpowered gas builds, and then, here comes the big status changes. The Warframe Revisited update did not just kill gas, but it murdered gas to the point that players are saying that you should not use gas at all. Although gas procs are the only status in the game that persists after death, and the clouds increase in size with repeated procs, the toxin damage is gone and the clouds spawned from the gas procs now deal only gas damage. This is fine because it brings gas back into its intended power of being able to affect and kill multiple enemies with just one proc, but type effectiveness keeps the damage in check. However, in an attempt to balance the scale, the developer forcefully flipped the table that the scale was resting on, and worst, gas damage ticks no longer benefit from elemental mods now. You can still mod for damage and faction damage mods as these still work with gas, but subtracting all elemental mods new to the potential damage it can deal with enemies with higher defenses. If you check the wiki page, gas damage on average does less damage over time when compared to heat, electric, slash, or toxin ticks that are capable of benefiting from their respective elemental mods. Just don't use gas squad leader. That's how you fix this problem. Well, that's for the lazy ones and those players who are okay with every other damage over time element having decent type effectiveness has a unique function and doesn't cost an additional mod slot and extra mod points to put on a weapon. With gas procs no longer dealing toxin damage anymore and everyone sticking themselves to viral and heat, it won't upset the balance of the game to bring gas closer to where it originally was. Okay, squad leader, gas is trash. Got it. End of the video. Not really. This video is not intended to beg for a gas buff, but this will show you that despite their effort of nerfing the element, gas stays strong, but admittedly, it's not as universal as it is in the past. It's pretty limited and can only be effective with the right things in hand. Before we continue, I would just like to say that I am not trying to nerf gas again. All I want to show here is that gas can still be very effective in the game and can go against level cap enemies easily. However, it has its limitations, like it only works with a specific setup, and it's not universally good. More specifically, it doesn't work with factions like Corpus. Several content creators have already shown this setup. One is Warframe, who gave a detailed view of how the gas combo works, so all credits go to him for being able to explain well how this setup works. The level cap community might already know of this also, and honestly, it's nothing new since I know a lot of people going with a slash and gas combo with the Karist Prime since released. The clip you have seen earlier was just a taste of the Karist Prime's ghastly power. It's just a simple build of fast attack which involves the combination of Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds to both increase critical chance and status chance respectively with the help of a max combo counter. I also added Primed Reach not to extend the gas clouds, since the maximum range of gas clouds are 6 meters at 10 stacks and this can't be increased by any range mods. Primed Reach is there for the quality of life, and to help me get that combo counter at max rank as fast as possible. Organ Shatter and Gladiator Might for more critical damage, and Berserker Fury for more attack speed, and lastly, Primed Pressure Point for more damage. Now, if you want more gas damage, then simply replace this attack speed mod with a faction mod. But in doing so, you would need to add Arcane Strike in your Warframe if you want that attack speed bonus. There's another build for the gas combo, and this is the one I have mentioned earlier, the gas/ combo for the Karist Prime. But this time, instead of relying on fast attack to build combo counter, we will be doing a heavy attack build with the help of the two sacrificial mods, Amalgam Organ Shatter, Killing Blow, and then Corrupt Charge for that 2x combo multiplier to somehow increase our damage. This is by far the most efficient build for gas damage in a weapon, and it's broken when paired with a Warframe that can group enemies. There are a few Warframe that can do this. One is Nidas, then there's also Vorban, Cora with her Ensnare ability, and even the Zenurix Void Singularity, or the Operator Arcane called Magus Anomaly can help you maximize the damage potential of this gas N/Karist Prime build. But this combo will be beyond broken if you use it with a Warframe that can go invisible. Anyway, grouping enemies is easier now that we have the Helminth system. You can slap Ensnare in a Warframe like Loki and build him for high range and some duration. This will give you the stealth damage multiplier, plus the efficiency to kill enemies with the gas proc since they are closely grouped. Again, this video is not intended to cry for a gas buff, nor a gas nerf. This simply demonstrates that you can still use gas right now and it's not as trash as some players say. Despite all the nerf the gas damage received over the years, it still performs well with this kind of setup. Gas still exists in the game but is not as overpowered as its past version. Just imagine, if Digital Extremes did not cap the stacks of gas and it works like electricity. Also, imagine if the gas clouds increased its range after a few seconds, and just imagine what we can do with gas damage, knowing that we now have the Helminth system. If Digital Extremes did not limit the effectiveness of gas, then it would create a more powerful meta. Sooner or later, they will end up nerfing gas hard, and honestly, they fear that gas would be the meta build right now. Well, they didn't fear / that has been forever broken in the game. Let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts about gas being the most frightening damage type in the game. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.